Work, 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 work. You set me up, you work, 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 work. You see me do me da 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 da. Some of that I work, work, work. So before I started looking into what I was gonna recreate of Rihanna, I started doing some research on her makeup artist, who is Laura Arellano. She is the owner of Melt Cosmetics, and she has tons of followers on Instagram. She's huge on Instagram. So I decided to do some research and what she says Rihanna likes or does as far as makeup and skincare, and she says that Rihanna really likes to use La Mer moisturizer, and although they are not cruelty-free, it's still a good brand, but they aren't cruelty-free, so I don't really use them. And you can basically use whatever moisturizer you want. You just want your skin to look dewy but not greasy or oily. So I decided to choose this look of Rihanna because I think it's beautiful, I think it's romantic, I think it's timeless. It's just so feminine and pretty that I think it's beautiful. So first things first, I have moisturized my skin, and that is Rihanna's favorite thing to do for her skincare, is to really keep her skin moisturized. For primer, I'm going to use the Vapour Organic Beauty Primer, and it is a soft focus formula which just helps your skin look incredibly beautiful and dewy and just perfect. So I'm just gonna pat that into my skin. I don't want to rub or be too aggressive with it, and I'm also going to put it underneath the eyes and on the lid. For foundation, I'm going to be using two. I'm using the Naturale in the color Mallorca, and I'm also using the Vapour in 135. So I'm going to start with the Naturale foundation, and I'm just going to put it on my T-zone. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done, 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 done. If you come over, sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got guys trying to end me. Oh, we just need a face to face. You could pick the time and the place. You spend some time away. Now you need to forward again. For that look, she was definitely contoured, so I'm going to be using the W3ll People Bio Stick Bronzer, and I'm just gonna go into all the contour zones and areas. So she's got a bit of a thicker nose than I do, so I'm just gonna go with the contour a bit further out than I usually would contour my nose. So I'm just placing it right there, like not quite on the line where it should be, but just off. I'm actually just going to use this oval brush to blend out the contour, and it's from iBeauty. I got this at Home Goods. To blend the contours on my nose, I'm just going to pinch my beauty blender, and I'm just going to go in really softly on either side. Just like so. The good thing about all of these natural foundations, non-toxic foundations that I'm using, is that they are very moisturizing. They're not drying, they're not going to give you any breakouts or give you any allergies. So you definitely need some setting powder, and I'm going to be using the W3ll People setting powder. And I love this one because it's so finely milled, and it's just a great powder to carry with you if you need to continue setting throughout the day. So I'm just going to dip my beauty blender into the powder. Oh, I forgot concealer! So before I go and set everything, I need my concealer, and I'm going to be using the Alima Pure in the color Spice. I'm going to go in with my finger, and I'm just going to warm the product up. Still give me something that I've never had, something that you've never seen, something that you've never been. I'm also going to use it as a primer for my eyeshadow. But I wake up and I know it's wrong. Just give it. But I wake up and I know it's wrong. Just give it. Work, 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 work. You set me up, you work, 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 work. You see me do me down, 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 down. Some of that work, 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 work. No, 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 no. When you work, I know.
You need to get done, done, done.
And that was the Luxie 508 Dual Fiber Stippling Brush. And now I'm gonna go in with this Ilia number 5 brush, and I'm going to contour my face just a tad bit more, just to set that cream contour. And I'm going in with the Tarte Park Avenue Princess.
Done, 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 done. If you come over, sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got guys trying to end me. Oh, we just need a
I just got a notification that says Jeffree Star uploaded a video called Racism. Rihanna's eyebrows are a little bit lighter than mine. Mine are a bit darker. So, oh my god, I can't get over that title. Racism. And for that, I'm gonna be using the ColourPop Bangin' Brunette color, which is a little bit too light for me, but I'm only gonna use a little bit because I don't want it to look super done up. Her brows are not very natural. Not that they look bad, but they're just not like a natural bushy brow. So I'm gonna line the top and the bottom of the brow. And I'm actually just gonna brush my hair down. So, oh my god, look at how much of a difference that makes. This is when my hairs are brushed up. And now I'm gonna brush them down. It looks like I went and waxed. So I'm just gonna brush them, manipulate them so that they look a little bit thinner. And that way I can draw the top and then the bottom in. That's so dark. Okay, I'm gonna brush that out in a minute, but I think I got the shape of it pretty well. So now I'm just gonna brush it out because obviously it looks extremely dark. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start brushing it. I'm not gonna brush the tail too much because I wanna keep that shape similar to hers. Okay, on to the next brow. So now that I've got you a bit closer to me, the eyebrows are actually pretty good. I'm liking the Bangin' Brunette pomade from ColourPop. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of powder, this eyebrow duo in medium from Lily and Lolo, because I just wanna set the brows a little bit. They're very creamy. So during my research, I found that Rihanna's makeup artist used the Naked 3 palette on her for a very similar look, and I think she probably even used it for the look that I'm recreating. So I'm just gonna give this palette a go, and I'm taking a look at the picture just to reference. Now, where did I leave my phone? So I'm gonna go in with the color Nooner, and I'm taking this Coastal Scents blending brush. It doesn't have a number on it. But I'm just going to first put that into the crease. And I'm just gonna switch over to a bigger, fluffier blending brush, and I'm using the 205 tapered blending brush from Luxie. And I'm actually just gonna go back into my Tarte bronzer because I just looked at the picture again and it looks like they're very earthy brown tones, so I'm just gonna use this one. And I'm gonna put that into the crease again. I'm just gonna tuck it underneath Nooner. And now I'm gonna go back in with Nooner and this 209 large shader brush from Luxie. And I'm gonna draw in my and she also mentioned in a video that I saw she loves that using the color Trick on her lids. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger and I'm gonna press that right onto the lid. I was super happy when I saw that video and she mentioned that she uses the Naked 3 palette on Rihanna often, so I just happen to have it. Now I'm gonna go back with the 205 brush and I'm just going to blend out any edges. For lashes, I'm gonna be using the Lily and Lolo mascara because it's my favorite mascara of all time. I still haven't found another vegan mascara that does as well. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. For lashes, I'm gonna be using the Hepburn Battington Lashes, and these are very dramatic and stunning and just beautiful all around. So now for liner, I'm using the Hush and Dotty liquid liner, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of a cat eye because she definitely has a cat eye going on in that picture. I'm gonna be using my Duo lash glue because I can't find my True Glue lash glue. So I'm just gonna prep these little babies. Oh! Okay. It's all good. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I'm going to be using the Satin Matte Blush from Alima Pure, and this is in the color Pink. And I'm just going to go in with my Morphe MB2 brush. So now moving on to the lips, she has a very mauve-y color on, kind of matching the eyes and the cheeks. So I'm gonna go in with my Westie lip liner and I'm going to slightly overdraw, and I have kind of like the two peaks that she does, so I'm just gonna accentuate those a little bit more. Now for the liquid lip, I'm gonna be using Dose of Colors in the color Stone. Now that we are done with the makeup, I'm gonna move on to the hair. So it seems like it's pulled back and then she's got her baby hairs brushed down to the side, and then the curls, which I'm gonna be doing with my curling iron. So I'm just gonna take this brush and I'm going to start combing the hair back into that ponytail, but I definitely wanna try and keep the baby hairs out so that I can brush them to the side. And I'm actually gonna use some soap, like I did with my brows, to keep them in place. This is my third ponytail, and just so that it gives it height and volume, I'm using those 3 ponytails. Okay, so now we can move on to the curling. I'm not gonna smooth the front or anything until I get to, till I'm done with the curls. So now I'm gonna separate each strand that I'm gonna curl and I'm gonna brush it out. So you wanna put the barrel in front of the strand, not behind the strand. So you wanna go this way. my brother to bring me hairpins because I forgot. So he's just gonna bring me some. So for now, I'm gonna deal with my baby hairs. So I have my spoolie and I have my water. So I'm dipping the spoolie into the water and then I'm grabbing my clear soap and I'm just gonna run the brush through the clear soap. You want the soap to dry a little bit so that it acts like glue. And now you can start brushing the hairs. So I'm just gonna grab the baby hairs, I'm gonna pull them tight. Just like so. And then it'll blend in with the rest of the hair. Pretty much just like that. So that's how Rihanna's edges are laid. So I've got my pins and now I'm brushing out the curls. And I'm just gonna tease it just a tiny bit. And because for this look, Rihanna definitely had a piece in, like a wig for the top and the curls because it's so big and like it's like up to here and then she's got curls all over. So since my hair is not gonna be that big, I'm gonna just do the smaller version of that. And I'm going to start by bringing all the curls around here this way. Like basically like a mushroom. Bring it around there and I'm just gonna put a hair tie over this. Basically like the kind that you see like at Walgreens, like you can buy those hair buns and make them really big. But I'm just gonna use my own hair to do that. So I'm just pulling it through the hair tie and I'm pulling it a lot so that I can get the length of the curl just about to the top of my head. Okay, so just keep pulling it and pulling it and pulling. So that's basically just what I'm going to keep doing, and I'm going to start pinning. Oh wait, that actually looks good. So I'm going to pin some of the hair to the side. And you can pretty much pin it wherever you think you need to make it look bigger. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these longer pieces and I've got hairpins and I'm just going to grab the curls and just set them in place wherever I want them to be. So I'm just going to curl that there. And for example, this long one, she has a longer curl that's lying over the crown of her head. So I'm just going to place this right there, like as if it began right here. So that it's laying like completely flat onto the head. And if you wanted to have like other pieces, I'm just gonna pull some out just because I don't want it to be so tight. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that little bell notification so that you can get notifications of whenever I post videos.